In the past, if you were offering personalized products on Etsy, the most common thing to do would be to remove the SKU numbers from your listing so that when they came over to your print provider, it went into a whole separate tab and you had full control to modify the design, upload it, personalize it, and get it into production so that there were no errors in between. This was my go-to method, and I have a video on my channel talking about how to offer personalization, and that is the method that I teach. But I have such an easier way that I'm really excited to share with you today. And it's something that I really don't see a lot of people talking about. Removing SKUs is outdated. Let me show you a better way. Also, hi, if you are new to my channel, my name is Taylor. I am an Etsy print-on-demand entrepreneur. I've been selling on Etsy for about 2.5 years, and I've sold over $500,000 in print-on-demand products. On my channel, I love talking about all things print-on-demand, passive income streams, and just entrepreneurship in general. So if any of those are things that interest you, be sure to boop the subscribe button down below. All right, now before we get into the setup, let's talk about the number one thing that actually makes or breaks your success with selling personalized products. And that, my friend, is your design. You can offer personalized products all day long. You can have the perfect setup and the perfect fulfillment method and process behind the scenes, what I'm going to be showing you. But if your design is not good or does not resonate with your target audience, then you're just not going to sell anything. So all of that behind the scenes mumbo jumbo is not really going to even be needed or work for you because you're never going to make it to that point. And so I want to talk a little bit about design so that you're creating really high quality designs that have the potential to sell, to make all of these systems work really well for you. If you're a member of my community, the POD Connection, then you're already familiar with what I'm showing here. This is just a little glimpse into some of the design templates that I create for my members. These are designs that are formulated from my own personal bestsellers and what has worked for me. And now these design templates are working for so many of the students in my community. But the reason that I'm starting here is because I just wanted to show you a little design that I decided to create for this personalized product that I'm going to be walking you through the setup for. First thing that's important with the personalized product that you're selling is that it has to be in demand. So you want to find a really solid niche that people are actively searching for. In my experience, the birthday niche is a fantastic one. You can see all of these different keywords. These are all very specific to specific birthday ages. I feel like I just said specific way too much, but you get what I mean. When you can be more specific with a birth age or birth year, you can often find those smaller opportunities that have less competition. And so that's what I did with my design here. I find a lot of the decade types of birthdays, 30, 40, 50, so on and so forth, often tend to be celebrated the most, and people like to do really big events for them. So I went with the whole Dirty 30 theme. And from my own design research that I've done, looking at bestsellers, looking at what's popular now, and analyzing common themes, I've been noticing a ton of watercolor style graphics, as well as this format of this design that I created right here is something that I've seen done time and time again in tons of different niches. It's inspired by this type of theme that I have here. Just really the core concepts of it is repeating text with a graphic in the middle. And that's what I used as inspiration to create this. Now you might be wondering, Taylor, where's the personalized component? This is where, as creative entrepreneurs that we are, we have to be a little bit more creative. Personalization is something that I think a lot of people have started to tap into because it is a great opportunity, but we have to be creative with how we approach our personalization, because what's happening and what I'm seeing now is a lot of things are just being overdone and regurgitated, and there's not a lot of originality in some of the designs that I'm seeing. So I challenge you to be creative with your creative personalized designs. What I did here for myself to stand out, I decided to make this kind of two different components. So I'm envisioning this to be a back print for this graphic here, just large on the back of a t-shirt. I like to sell apparel, so that's what works for me. And then this is what I'm going to have on the front. And I imagine this more so as just a small little pocket design, and then having the custom name. Overall, this is a really simple design, but I think just adding an extra layer to it where it's a 2 design print, back front print, is just a little bit of a unique way to stand out. overall, this design is incredibly simple. So I don't want it to be taken that in order to be more creative, you need to be creating things that are much more difficult. So that's definitely not what I'm saying. You can still create very simple designs and then elevate them in very simple ways like this by just having a back and a front print, for example. Now, this video isn't completely dedicated to design, so I am going to link up above. I have a video that walks you through exactly my design process, how to create best-selling designs on repeat. So definitely check that video out after this, but let's get into the actual setup. So let's jump over to Printify. I'm going to start off by just adding this design onto my product. For this, I'm envisioning it on a t-shirt. I'm going to go ahead and go with the comfort colors. That's one of my favorite t-shirts to sell. And I am going to go ahead with Swift POD. That is my favorite print provider for that specific t-shirt. I'm not going to add in all of the details or anything like that right now, but of course, you know to add in all of your variations and whatnot that you want to offer for your design. For this back print, I am going to just make it as big as possible, really just go edge to edge with it. I like to go back and forth and just take a preview of kind of where this is going to sit. I am happy with that placement. Now for the front, I don't want this taking up the entire thing. So I am going to make this a little bit smaller. Now, just a little tip real quick, because I'm doing a pocket design, I generally like to look at where the collar of the shirt is and imagine a dotted line coming down. And that is what I want to intersect my design as center as possible. The reason that I do that is because I often like to think about where I would want a pocket design on myself and for my own apparel. So thinking about my collar and then coming down, it makes sense that a design would kind of be right centered along that, so that it's not too far into somebody's armpit and also just not like randomly placed in the center of their chest. So that's just a little pro tip there, but I'm going to just move this in a little bit. And again, I always still like to preview it, but I am pretty happy with that. This looks so cute. Okay, I'm going to save this and let me show you the next step. We are going to scroll down. Of course, if you're creating a listing, add in your title, add in your description, make sure your pricing's in, all of that good stuff. But for the sake of this tutorial, I am jumping right to personalization. Now, this is a new feature in Printify, and it is absolutely amazing because it makes it so that you don't have to remove your SKUs from your Etsy listing in order to stop the order or pause the order from being fulfilled. This is something that often would happen to sellers when they received a personalized order. If they had the SKU left into it, it would automatically be sent to production depending on their settings, and then it would be hard to pull it out of production. The customer would receive the wrong thing. It was just a huge headache. And so by toggling on this personalization feature, what this does is it actually makes the order have to be approved manually regardless of your Printify settings. So say, for example, you have all of your orders on automatic fulfillment because you want it to be more passive for you. If you have a personalized order, you still do want to pause that, make sure it's correct. So this is going to allow for that while keeping the SKU number in the listing. Now, you might be wondering, do I really need to do this? And I want to share with you a story that happened with one of the members in my community, as well as this actually has happened to myself too. And another benefit of having SKUs for how you can automate this actually a little bit more. So for one of my members in my community, they offer both personalized and non-personalized products like myself. And when they were receiving orders for their personalized products by themselves, there was no issue. The orders would come over into their other orders tab on Printify. They could select the order, add in the custom design, and send it to production. Everything worked perfectly. However, when a customer would order that personalized product as well as order a non-personalized product that had its SKU number in Etsy, what would happen is the SKU number product that was synced would come over to just their regular Printify orders tab and be sent to production, but it wouldn't include the other product. And there's no way that somebody might catch this unless they're comparing their Printify orders to their Etsy orders, which not a lot of people do. And so this leaves some room for error where you might have some unhappy customers, some incorrect orders, and much more customer service on your plate to get it all sorted out. Now, if you were somebody who's already selling personalized products, you've gone about it in the old style of removing your SKU numbers, and you want to revamp your shop with with this new approach. What I would encourage you to do is just start with the listings that are actively selling, and you will manually add in those SKU numbers back into that listing. As you create more personalized products, I encourage you to toggle on the personalization option here in Printify and allow those SKU numbers to be in the listing. Now, the second thing that I wanted to share, the other reason why I recommend having your SKU numbers still in your listing, having that personalization toggled on, there also often comes a time with offering personalized products that you want to automate it a little bit more. And that is where HelloCustom comes in. Before I even dive into HelloCustom and show you exactly what that looks like and how that can help automate this process for you, I do want to just briefly mention that I do have an exclusive link with HelloCustom for lifetime access. Normally, HelloCustom is a subscription-based platform where you are paying a monthly fee, but with the link that I have in the description box below, you can get lifetime access to HelloCustom for only $67. So if personalized products are something that you have your eye on or are interested in, I highly recommend checking that out because it is going to save you a lot of money in the long run. And I know just how many subscriptions can really start to pile up as you are diving into the world of print on demand. There is truly a tool for everything. If you aren't familiar with how HelloCustom works, essentially HelloCustom is going to act as the middleman from Etsy to Printify. In between, when a customer orders your product on Etsy and then it is getting sent over to Printify, HelloCustom is going to somewhat interject in the middle, review your design, update your design with the personalized component, and then send that updated design file to Printify. What your role in this process looks like is logging into HelloCustom, clicking approve. It's something that you can do simple just from your phone. You could be at the gym, on the treadmill, approving your designs, wherever you might be. And then you don't have to worry about going back into Canva, going back into your design software, modifying the name, modifying whatever component is being personalized. You do not have that on your plate. It is simply taken care of for you. For those who have gone through the headache of modifying their design templates themselves and going through that tedious work, you understand just how much of a game changer this truly can be. How you would set this up in HelloCustom, once you've created your account, you are going to just start by adding a template, and you are either going to upload a PNG or a PDF. Depending on if you already have the personalized components in your design or not is going to depend on what you choose. So if you want to add the personalized element to your design in HelloCustom, then you would upload a PNG of your design. Or if you already have the personalized component in the design, you want to upload it as a PDF. In my instance, with my design, I already have the name into the design itself. So I'm going to go ahead and upload that portion of my design as a PDF. As that uploads, what HelloCustom is going to do is essentially read the design, understand what is in it, and I'm going to just make a simple tag letting it know that I'm looking to collect a name for my product. How I do so, I can just go ahead and click the name. You can see it already recognizes that this is the text in my design. And then very simply, I'm going to just go over to tags and just tag it as a name. Because I did upload this as a PDF, you'll see it still does have the background of my canvas in Canva. If I were to leave this as is, it's going to print this as this square with this background. That is not what I want. So I am going to go into background and just click transparent. You want to make sure you're doing this so that you don't have a ugly big block of color. Unless, of course, that's what you're intending to do, but you get what I mean. We also do have to give this a title, so I'm going to just say Dirty 30. You can name it however you like. I often like to name it something that is reflective of what the title looks like on Etsy so that I can easily find what I need, especially as you start to accumulate more and more personalized products. It makes just finding them and going through your inventory, so to speak, a lot easier. The other thing that we want to do is we want to link this design to the product that it is associated with. I'm going to do that by clicking product variants, and I have the Dirty 30 shirt design already uploaded into my Etsy shop, but I did upload it as a draft. So I can go under drafts here. If you have it uploaded as active, it would be shown under your active listings. And I am going to go ahead and click that. I am going to leave all of the variants selected because this is going to be personalized no matter what size that they order, and just click update. After that, all I have to do is just publish it as active. And what's really cool here is HelloCustom actually recognizes that this is a multi-graphic product. So what I need to share is which specific graphic I am replacing. I'm gonna just click this one and save. And just like that, I am set up. What this will look like from here on out as I receive an order for this product, I will come into HelloCustom and I will go to my approval queue. Here's where it will show the order and how it has modified the graphic for the personalization that the customer has requested. All I have to do is just click approve, and it is going to send it over to Printify to start fulfilling that order. Let me know in the comments down below if personalized products are something that you already offer, or maybe something that you are considering adding to your print-on-demand business. As I mentioned earlier, I will have the lifetime access discount to HelloCustom in the description box below, as well as I'm going to link my free mini course design kickstart. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, you can have all of these systems set up perfectly on the back end, but if your design isn't quite there and resonating with your target customer, none of that stuff will matter. So in Design Kickstart, I walk through my exact design process, design fundamentals, everything that you need to feel confident about creating best-selling designs. I recently just updated the entire mini course, so it has fresh, up-to-date information that I think will be really helpful. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That just helps a small little channel like mine grow and get this video in front of more people that would enjoy it, like yourself. And if you haven't done so already, be sure to boop the subscribe button, turn on the notifications so that you do not miss out on any future videos. As always, I hope that you are having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.